3, go.
All right.
Battery's full. We're rocking and rolling. Memory cards. I went back and wiped all the memory cards and reformatted them all. Dude, we are on fucking Pro Street right now. You would have think this is our 1 billionth podcast and not our 425th.
It is our 1 billion podcast. I'm almost certain. Out here doing this podcast late at night.
Killing the game, dog. We just got off of watching some fights.
Fights were good.
Yeah.
Controversial decision to say the
robbery
least.
for some Mexicans, but what else is new?
Herb Dean almost killed a guy, of course.
Leave poor Herb Dean alone.
He was just
doing his job,
standing
man.
there looking at that guy getting punched and punched
Doing
and punched.
his job.
Yeah, he was doing his job too late.
Letting that guy
That's
defend
the problem.
himself, man. Let him defend himself.
That's not what happened.
Look, what would you rather have? The one dude that made the wrong decisions for the Mexican, or the one dude that let the Mexican fight a little longer?
If it's me, probably I'd rather have Herb Dean has done both, though. That's the problem.
Oh, God. Anyways, do the intro.
Oh, man.
You're falling asleep, dog. You can't hang no more. Can't hang no more, man.
I should have got a soda. Sleepy-ass town we're in. Everything's closed out here. But I am Mr. Dang, these Mexican hoes are actually kind of crazy, aren't they? The captain.
We have to unpack that one.
Hey, man, if you've ever dealt with a Mexican hoe, you know they are something. They're a handful of hair, and you gotta grab that hair and you gotta put. Anyways, doesn't matter where you put it. That over there is surprisingly awake to take her eye.
Yeah, boy. I got that
Fucking running
adrenaline
on
from the
all
fights,
cylinders.
man. Yeah.
Running
If I
on
wasn't so
all
far from home,
cylinders.
I'd go running home. Fuck it. Get some cardio in. And I got all those chicken tendies. You know what I'm saying? I got all the fucking calories going right now.
Dude, those chicken tendies were
Pretty good.
pretty good. The sauce.
The sauce was what it was, right? Because let's face it, they're Costco frozen chicken.
The chicken itself tastes like pigeon, but the sauce on there was fucking banging.
Could be pigeon.
Could be pigeon.
I mean, the way the stuff's going lately, man, people might consider eating pigeons.
did you know in the state we're in, it gets so hot here that fucking everything melts. Cinder blocks just melt, dog.
Fucking shit. I saw that video and I was like, this is some shit you watch. Some conspiracy theory bullshit.
All my conspiracies are based in conspiracy.
Yeah. I wonder what that was.
That's some bullshit from somebody back east who's never been here. Funny enough that you bring that up. I just was out and about running some errands earlier, and this one chick was like, "Oh man, I hate the summers here. I should have gone back to Chicago for summer." I was like, humidity over there is like 100%.
Hey, man, some
terrible.
people like that. Some people like the feeling like swampy all the time, you know?
That's fucking disgusting.
They say it's great for your skin.
Yeah, I guess a bunch of moisture in there.
Constantly just hydrated.
Constantly wet, you know. That's why
Yeah.
I let my bitches constantly wet.
We could all be like the captain.
Can all be captain, just soaking up the moisture, man.
I guess so.
That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Oh my God! So I think it's been 4 weeks since we did a podcast.
No.
It's been 17 weeks since we did
Probably
one.
about right.
I can't remember the last time we did one.
We haven't ragged on the boys in a while, man. I'm gonna call that the #1 gay podcast on the fucking streams, man. The Boskinator's he's been hanging out with Little Rub so long. He's been talking a lot about male ass on his podcast and talking about how good guys look when they're running around, and he's talking about how good fucking dudes are looking when they're jogging and shit, and all this meat hanging off of whatever he's talking about. I don't know, man. He's getting real weird over there. It's almost like, can we at least talk about baseball a little bit, or? And he's like, no, he's like, that guy was so fucking juicy, and the guy was just a meatbag, and he's a sex god. And I was like, what am I listening to right now? What happened to baseball? But
I don't know. I don't listen to. I think I listened to honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
I think I've listened to one episode of that show.
And then you were like, no, it's too gay for me.
I was just like, you know what?
Why is a Little Rub talking about so much dick?
I was like, you know what? I need a consistent lineup of people on my podcast.
I can't recognize the voices. They change every week.
I can't keep track of who's coming and who's going.
So many voices.
And then
man.
there's the people who actually come and go, because all the coming and going.
Yeah,
Exactly.
all the homosexual stuff. I hear
it's too
you.
much. And then
Just a lot going on
the
in that
cast
podcast.
members actually come and go. It's too much.
It's too much, man.
Hey, man, speaking of coming and going.
Yeah. You're like, I met a new lady
did
friend.
so much coming and going. You don't even understand.
Uh-huh.
When I'm done with my apartment, they're going to have to burn it down. They're just going to be like, oh, Jesus. It's in the cabinet.
Your poor
How?
dog rolls around that fucking apartment. Your poor dog needs a bath, dog. You're probably slipping and sliding on all the fucking fluids.
She has nails. It's fine.
Gross. It's like a soup kitchen.
Jeez. One-man soup kitchen.
Your dog's like, oh, what kind of owner do I
If I
have?
ever die, you just need to go over there and get the black light out and start
Disgusting.
scraping some stuff.
Scraping? I'm not scraping shit. I'm literally like, drive by with a Molotov cocktail and like,
No, man,
hopefully the neighbors get out in time.
No, man, you got to clone me. You got to fucking scrape some DNA off the wall.
I don't think it's good when it's hardened like that, dog.
It's perfect.
This isn't fucking Jurassic Park where they took
That's
the
how they
fucking
do it.
blood out of the
fucking-
bugs that were not the bugs, the fucking mosquitoes that were in the
Fucking
amber.
nut on the kitchen cabinet. Fucking get
Disgusting.
some off. Put it in a vial. Clone me. New clone.
You might mean never to eat anything you make from a potluck. For a potluck.
All
They're
right.
like the captain's special fucking cinnamon buns. And I'm like,
It's so much frosting.
I was like, I don't think I want those.
That white looks a little off.
Why is it so runny? Why is it like runny eggs? Why is it shaky
I forget
still?
what podcast I was listening to. They were just talking about that the porno dudes take fucking shit to make them nut more.
Oh, you're probably listening to Little Rub talk about it on
Listen,
the
once
the
again,
Boys podcast.
I don't know which
Yes,
one.
that's
it
probably
was.
what they were listening to, man. They love talking about that stuff.
The podcast just pops up right here, and then I listen to it, and
Yeah, it's probably Little Rub talking
I
about
don't
it.
even know. I don't even know what I'm listening to. So, might have been. But I think that's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get some of those pills just so I can nut everywhere.
So many questions. I'm curious, why do they make you nut more?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Because, look, I think we talked about this before. If you're a normal human being, normal man, right?
Right.
You're not shooting a fucking gallon of nut everywhere. Because if you ever seen some adult movies, some of those people just keep on blasting and blasting. Like it's a super soaker.
Keep on blasting.
Blasting
That's an
and
aggressive way of phrasing
You ever
it.
play Super Mario Sunshine?
No.
He has a little water pack and you just
I've
got to
seen it,
spray
though.
down all the dirt and all the mud.
Uh-huh.
That's how these dudes be doing it. And that's not how that works.
But you're seeing it actually come out of their
Yeah,
orifices.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's not like it's like the super soaker off camera. They're just shooting them.
Just fucking one continuous. I'm like, Jesus.
You're like stopping jerking off. You're like, hold on, man. I need to. What is that? Is that safe?
Yeah, I'm like,
Is it gonna run out and then blood starts coming out afterwards?
yeah, I'm like, bro, that's like 10, 12 ropes. I'm like, are you okay? They have
And
doctors for that.
There is times, dude, when you go a long time between like getting off, right?
Right.
And it's not like your body's like, I'm gonna release all of this. Like
Yeah,
it's still
no.
the same amount.
No.
So that's a good.
So you're not a fucking xenomorph from Aliens, and that's your defense mechanism. You just shoot all the nut in your system. Like they shoot all the acid out all at once. No, that's not how that works, man.
So I'm curious now. What are they taking?
I don't know. Some fucking.
Why is it making nut more? Does it make your blood thicker too, or what are the side effects here?
I don't know. I'm meant to do some research.
I guess so. Hey, speaking of thicker shit, did you know there is a thickening agent you can add to fluids to make them thicker?
It's probably what they use.
Well, no.
Probably just drinking that shit.
Ugh. No, I was just thinking. I'm like, because I guess there is a disease where you can't drink water, which is fucking crazy. So those people have to use this thickening agent to thicken up water, and then water gets like gel-like, and that's how they get water into their system. I'm like, that's a challenge right there, dude. It's like, see who can drink a gallon of that thickened water first. It's like you're like
You're making me
chewing
throw
on
up.
water. I think I get you to throw up by just fucking saying random shit. All the time.
You said something earlier when
I
I,
know,
first met you. I was like, what?
No, man. We can't talk about that in the podcast. That's too much for
What?
these virgin ears on this podcast.
It's all dusty. What?
man. So what's going on with you? How's your week, dog?
It was fine.
How's your week of shenanigans?
It's fine. Oh, so many shenanigans. You don't even understand the shenanigans.
No, I wouldn't. I've been working like a fucking
every
animal
time
all week.
I text this dude,
I'm at work.
I'm like, hey, man.
What are you doing?
What you doing?
I'm at work.
At work. I'm like, oh, I was going to say if you want to do a circle jerk right now, it's fucking 7 o'clock
I'm
at
working.
night.
I'm
He's
making
working.
money.
He's
Yeah,
working.
man. I'm on the holidays working. What are you doing? Working.
Kids' birthdays, working.
Working. Quinceañeras. Oh, sorry. I'm working.
I would go, but I don't talk to that side of the family.
Working. They're like, oh, we should all hang out. I wish I could, but I'm working.
Working.
Yeah, it often does kind of work out well if like I get people that are like, oh, we should like hang out. And I'm like, yeah,
that sucks. Working.
That would be great, but I work so much now.
I'm a big time lawyer doing big time lawyer stuff.
That's right. I'm protecting this country.
Lawyering.
By lawyering.
Hey, man. Important question. Oh, actually, fill out my week. Was doing a lot of bullshit.
As you do.
Finally, with not my normal bullshit that I do, everyday living.
Yeah.
Finally got all of my paperwork for HR, so
you can start your job,
Captain's
dog.
gonna be having a new job. If the HR is any way to go,
and then they got.
It's not gonna go smoothly, but hey, you know what? We'll work it out. So we'll see. Start Monday. When you listen to this podcast, Captain will be at work. Working.
About time, dog. You had a nice little break there I wasn't aware of. I was like, what are you doing with your fucking time?
I literally told you.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, because you were probably...
I was working. Yeah, that's right, because I was fucking working, man.
You were probably playing with your fucking Neopet, and you're like,
I gotta log into that and be like, are you alive?
Scorcho.
I think that's what it was. I was like, let me check on him, man. I haven't fed him in 14 years. He's a digital pet. He'll be alive.
He might be. Or they're going to be in the Neopet pound.
It's a thing?
Yeah, when you didn't take care of them for like a year, they go to the Neopet pound.
Dude, I wonder if that account is still live.
Adopt some Neopets.
Can you, is Neopet still like a website?
I haven't seen Neopets in a long time.
Okay, my phone is on 2%. This is getting
dangerous.
dangerous.
You're running the whole life. How does it feel?
It's very scary, actually.
Anything can kill me at any time.
Neopets. It is still a website, dog. Oh, wait. What? Anyways, go ahead, dog. Keep talking.
So, yeah, man. That's you're on the whole life. You got to not eat a breakfast. Sure, you just grab a Rockstar.
Yep.
Take your vitamins, though.
Take your vitamins?
Yeah. That's all you're going to survive on, dog. Rockstar and vitamins.
Oof.
That's it. And sunlight. Like a fucking plant.
I mean, this sounds about right.
Yeah, it sounds right. What else?
Dang,
what else
son, they don't recognize my email. What email would I have used at this time?
The
WizWeb one?
Yeah, WizWeb.
I mean, I haven't logged in here in fucking 20 decades.
Big Dick Heathen .org.
I'll have to try it out later. At 2%, I got to make sure I got enough battery in there to...
Face Rider 75.
The Dickorai 122. Why that number? I don't know.
Just add a number.
Just a fucking number, man.
But yeah, man. All right. Now, other things I did. That was it. I was just dealing with HR shit. So, finally good.
New job, man. You be slaying all kinds of money, dick, moving forward.
All kinds. I'm buying so many things for my children. By my children, I mean my dog.
You say children? Fuck. How long have I been working?
A long time.
Nerd. Word and children.
Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, saw Avatar again for the second time.
You did?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was mediocre at best.
It is. It's a movie.
I haven't seen it.
So, my lady friend came over and stayed a surprisingly long time. And I was like, well, you're still here? Huh? That's fucking crazy.
You're like, oh,
you gotta please, you can leave, whatever, there's a door over there. Anyways, but we were watching Avatar, and I was like, yeah, it's a fun movie, it's cool, takes up time. Second time I seen Avatar, second time I seen it with the chick, Second time, I had to explain things that are happening in the fucking movie. I'm like, look, that is the well. The well's making friends with the little blue N-word, right? They're fucking bonding over something. Also, I don't understand why the well can communicate with the blue guy. He's not really saying anything. I don't know. Why is the well's arm? Why is the well separated from the other wells? I'm like, oh, fuck. They just said, the big blue one just said, Jesus Christ. Because the well had a family, but the white people came from Earth and killed all the wells. And now this well wanted revenge, so he went to go kill them. And so when he did that, all the other wells kicked him out of the group. Like, that's fucked up. I'm like, it is fucked up. Are you tired yet? Because I don't want to do this for 2 hours. I don't want to do this for 2 hours. And yeah.
You should have picked a simpler movie, man.
I went to go take a shower. Then I'm like, hey, I'm going to take a shower because I smell like shit. She's like, okay. I'm like, perfect. I'm like, watch the dog. Okay. I'm like, all right. She was on the phone. I'm like, okay, yeah, talk to whoever. Talk to your aunt or whatever. Like, okay. Then come back out. Fucking Avatar's on them. I'm like, what the fuck? How'd you get the Avatar? Thought we were watching Bridgerton. Have you seen Bridgerton?
No.
Bridgerton's... all right. Fucking historical accuracy is my fucking big thing, right? Because I'm historical captain. Everything has to be historically accurate.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So Bridgerton's fine, right? Like, it's okay. Like, the story's good. Like, the drama's good. I'm like, yeah. Like, this is like fucking, let's see, what's kind of drama filled? I don't know. It's like any other, like, TV drama that you might see. Like some Grey's Anatomy shit or any of those, right?
It's just said an old-timey shit.
Yeah, it's just saying old-timey shit, right?
Uh-huh.
And it gets, like, queens and princesses and shit and things.
So it's like shitty Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Without the dragons and magic.
Yeah. Less nudity.
This sounds like rape. A terrible show. Well, the rape thing is a good
thing. Like, there's no rape in here.
There's no rape. I can't have it.
Can't have it. Can't beat the meat to this.
Oh. A broken-ass fucking person that's jerking off to rape.
Yeah. But my biggest problem...
The British accent isn't accurate.
No, that's fine. My biggest problem is they got a lot of different cultures in this show, right?
Okay.
They're in 1800s England. I'm sorry. There's not a lot of different cultures in 1800s England right now. Like, they had an Asian person that was like a princess.
Maybe she came straight from China.
No.
Well,
I'm like, she can come straight from China, but she's not a landowner, I can tell you that. There's also a lot of African Americans.
Yeah, a lot of inclusivity going on, huh?
Inclusivity. A lot of African Americans that they're like, yeah, they're dukes and duchesses. I'm like, that's not right. That ain't right at all, my guy. I'm like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. And like, the main queen is black too, and I'm like, okay, maybe. But then we started watching the backstory on the queen. It turns out that black queen is from Germany. And I'm like, nah, that's not.
Yeah, I hate when they fuck things up.
That's not computing. And then the whole time I was like, wow. So Attack on Titan's more historically accurate than this period piece. Oh, that's crazy. Because, Attack on Titan doesn't have no black people in there. Until they went to a whole nother land. Because they're in Germany, pretty much. So
don't spoil it for people.
They're not going to...
Anyways,
they're not going to get the complex.
Stop fucking ruining.
They're not going to get
one of the
complex.
Best animes ever written.
It is one of the best ones.
It's one of the best ever, and it is a great anime to recommend to people because it starts hot. Like, it just comes in, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, just
like the first
fire,
episode in, you're like, Jesus Christ. I gotta watch episode 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it's coming out, finishing at the end of the year.
Then you
right?
can finally catch up.
I can finally finish it. And man, I've been holding off. It's like, trying to stay away from shit. Legitimately though, if you want to get into anime, I mean, this is gonna fucking redline your shit. It's like never watching porno and then automatically you go to like ass to mouth. I mean, it's going pretty aggressive. So maybe it's not a good recommendation, but it's just good in the sense that it starts in like heavy. Like you get into it quick. Right?
Just straight ass to mouth, man. First scene.
Just like, wow.
Did you see an ass? Right into the mouth.
Did you know there are some broken people like living now, young kids that probably started watching porno and didn't know, like they started watching the wrong shit, like for example, ass to mouth, and like their concept of sex is probably anal sex, and that's like the only thing they know. I'm sure they figure it out pretty quickly, right? Because there's such a large, vast internet library of such things.
I mean, once those people have their kink, that's...
You think once you're exposed to it, you're like, that's the thing now?
Yeah, once you're like, oh man, I'm really into public fuckings, where you're just like out in the parking lot and you start fucking, like that's your kink forever now.
It is kind of fascinating what you end up gravitating towards, right? Like some people will get into things and you're just like, well, why is that a thing for me, right? Like let's say you're a person that likes to like specifically go and like you said, like fuck publicly. Like why is there some things end up working out as a kink and some things don't?
I don't know.
Like if your lady friend wants to fucking I don't know, fucking bite your nipples off, you're like, ugh. Not into that, but why were you into that, fucking publicly, but not into that? It's very fascinating now we're getting into philosophical shit. Now we're getting into Curious John over here. Welcome to Curious John.
I've never heard that one either.
I know you haven't. You're a salty fuck, that's why. I'm going to call you the fucking captain of salt. I'm going to call you the captain of a salt mine and shit.
I don't like
salt mine captain.
I don't like listening to people I know's voices.
Fuck. You're like, I don't like talking to people I know either.
I don't like talking to people I know either.
I don't like interacting with anybody I know.
That's why when people, I'm like, fucking text me. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. I have to hear your voice.
I'll start calling you all the time now. I'm like, what are you doing?
Throw the phone away.
What are you doing?
I'm like, about the fuck.
Oh, here, I'll give you some tips. I'll be like your corner man in a fight. Just put me in the corner. I'm like, right now, switch it up. Next position. Slow down the stroke. Speed it up. Now put your hand on her collar. Speed it up.
Ask her if she's into cum swapping.
Oh my god. Oh
Baby
man.
bird her.
Baby bird her.
Disgusting.
There's gonna be a lot of terms people can Google from this podcast.
Disgusting.
Yeah, man. Some people are into the baby birding. That's the thing, right? It's like, all right, so you're not into like public fucking, cool. But then somebody baby birds you for the first time, and then you're like, I'm kind of into the baby birding. It's just like, well, why are you into the baby bird?
It's because you got left in the shopping basket at Walmart when you were 5 years old. You thought your parents were coming back. They didn't come back.
And that's what knocks in the baby birding?
Yeah. And you saw a bird. They left you in the toy aisle, and you saw a toy bird, and now you're fucking...
Baby birding.
Baby birding. That's what it is.
I guess, dog. I guess.
You're playing hide and seek in a closet, and it was really hot in there, and you felt like you were suffocating, dying when you were 3. Now you're just choking.
And that could be it. You could have some weird ties to like your past, man. 100.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Like you were fucking in a swimming pool, and you're like, damn, I don't know how to drown. And then you magically learn how to drown. Now you're a squirter.
Is that how it works? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. Is that how it works? Yeah, man.
So you're telling me like the moment they're about to come is when they get a flashback of drowning in the pool, and their coochie just automatically just says, fuck it, release the water instead of drowning? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because they had the moment of, oh, I'm going to drown, but then they figured it out, and they had a moment of peace.
So like for every bit of water that you drown with, you have to replace in your body or release somewhere else, right? Yeah,
bring it back to Avatar. That's the way of water. You're one with the water and whatnot. Fuck. So there you go. There you go, man. See, figured it out.
Sex according to the captain. The next and latest.
I got a lot of segments, so. But speaking of movies too, dog, it's so close. We're gonna go see Oppenheimer in 2 weeks.
Oh, is that when it's coming out?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. I haven't been in the movie theater since we went to go see.
Oh, and then after
Matrix.
Oppenheimer, it's gonna be Dune Part 2. Fuck.
I want to see that.
Rock hard. Right now.
That's gonna be good. And then we got to wait another 5 years for the next one.
Then we will die before the next one comes out. Yeah, man. Just got done listening to, if you see the podcast I just listened to, it was Manhattan Project Part 5. Fucking deep on that.
Oh, they're talking about... So what happens when they run out of things to talk about in the Manhattan Project?
Well, then they go to the next topic.
Oh, okay.
But, man, it was fucking real good. Real good. So can't wait for that movie. Speaking of movies, too, that dude from Peaky Blinders, man, you gotta get on that Peaky Blinders tip, son.
I saw a handful of episodes, man. I was having a hard time getting into it.
It's because they'll talk like those.
It just seems like that guy fucked up. He got some shit he shouldn't have gotten himself into, and now the plot thickens. Like, but it's nothing that's like, all right, I'm really attached to this fucking show. Like, nothing really. I don't know. So far, I'm not impressed.
That's pretty much the show.
Like, but I do think that one guy's a really good actor.
He's a really good actor.
Yeah. That's the best resting bitch face I've ever seen.
He's just so
the best
fucking
in the game.
Emotional. I thought I was emotionless. This dude took the cake.
That guy has the best resting bitch face I've ever seen.
He took the cake and ran with it. And he's still
Nothing faces that motherfucker.
Nothing faces him.
Somebody could die right in front of him, and he's just like, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, it gets good. It gets more complicated. It gets more complicated. Just crazy stuff happens. And then I didn't have any complaints, right? This guy's looking for someone to kidnap. I didn't have any complaints about the whole series, right?
You're like, until the lack of sex.
Oh, no. He gets around quite well. Oh, man, is that a woman driving a truck? Jesus.
You're like, put your seatbelt on.
Put your seatbelt. I know we're parked. Put your seatbelt on.
Put it back on.
Put it back on. Put two of them on. So my biggest complaint is that I just got done with the 4th season, right?
How many seasons is there?
6.
Wow.
So I just got done with the 4th season. Biggest problem, the bad guy in that season, he's an Italian guy. It is the most ridiculous, stereotypical Italian accent I've ever heard.
Oh, I thought you could say he starts throwing pizzas in the middle of the show.
He might as well have. That's how stereotypical is it. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking shoot you with the gun, man. Lasagna.
My people, you insulted my tomato sauce.
You insulted the whole family when you did that thing that you did. Now I got to kill all of you. Pepperoni. I was like, look, I know this show is made by a bunch of British people, but Italian Americans did not talk like that back in the day, nor do I think they talk like that currently.
Probably not.
So, yeah, machine gun. Pa, 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 pa. Spaghetti. I'm like, come on. Yeah, he really, really hams that shit up. I'm like, yeah, this is distracting.
It seems like you've been watching a lot of television is what you're saying.
Dog, I don't got a job. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
While I've been working my ass off.
You've been working. I have no interest in buying a Tesla at the moment.
Yeah, I've been working my ass off. You're over here like Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Season 6.
I gotta do something.
I guess so, man. I guess
when
so.
I'm not seeing my parents, and when my hoe is asleep, I gotta fucking take that time.
And do something for
something
you,
for
right?
me, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Gotcha. That's what I gotta do, man. You gotta take the time.
I was supposed to remind you about the laundromat. What were you gonna talk about that?
Oh, fuck yeah! So I had to. I have a little dog, right?
Yes.
My poor little precious baby Cloud. So small, and so bad all the time.
She's a fucking handful, dog.
Yeah, man.
She's a
fucking my life is just full of bitches that are handfuls. What the fuck is up with that?
Well,
anyways,
some would say you're fucking the one making these choices, but
I don't think so.
Okay.
They just come to me, and then I'm like, I guess
I'll take them.
That's why I like that show Peaky Blinders, because he's just like, yeah, I guess I'll fucking. You're here. You're in the way. I guess we'll handle the problem. So my poor little defenseless baby Cloud is right there at the apartment, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta wash all your stuff, because she has 3 different beds in my tiny apartment. She has her dog bed. She has her bed that I made her on the couch, and she has another little bed that I made her by my bed.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, you know what? I gotta wash all this stuff. So I am not a filthy heathen, right? I am not a heathen.
Mm-hmm.
I watch normal people porn.
Mm-hmm.
So I do
like-
not wash
Like,
my...
especially the type where they make a hole in the wall and they stick their dick in it.
Look.
And whatever happens on the other
Whatever
side,
happens on the other side, that's fate.
that's part of God's
Could
problem.
it be a...
Drake would say God's plan.
Yeah, he's God's plan. Could it be a woman? Yes. Could it be a dude? Yes. Could it be a snapping turtle? Also, yes.
Oh.
It's...
Can you imagine a fucking snapping turtle on your dick?
Yeah, man. You gotta take the chance of what you're doing there, right? So, I go down to the little laundry mat we have there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll put all her stuff in here and wash it. But I would never wash my clothes that I put on in there. And I was thinking about it for a little while. I'm like, you know what? Instead of going to my parents to wash, I'll fucking just go right here to wash. But this trip changed my mind very, very differently.
Why? What'd you find?
First thing,
Some panties?
disgusting. First thing, I go down there, carry my basket, and I go in there, and I'm like, both these doors are propped open. Should be a code that you have to put in there to get in here, but, I guess they prop them open. Nice. So any hobo can just sleep in here at night. Sweet. So then I start looking for a washer that works. Dude, all these washers beat the fuck up.
Like they don't work?
I'm sure they
Like
might.
They work, they're just a little rusty.
I'm sure they hold water, probably. So I found one that finally worked. But not before. I opened a few, and there's fucking people's clothes in there. I'm like, it's fucking disgusting. You just leave your clothes in here to marinate in this big bowl?
Yeah, some people probably put their
Fucking
clothes and they go back
disgusting.
to their apartment and they're like stuck at a boss battle in their Zelda game or some shit, and they're like, fuck, I forgot about my clothes.
Gross.
And they fall asleep and their clothes just sitting there.
Yeah, so I put her stuff in the one I finally found. It was like humanly usable for people, even though I'm using it for a dog.
Uh-huh.
But then the other one I opened up too had like a bunch of socks in there too. I'm like, oh, this is probably some dude's nasty ass cum socks.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. I'm like, so that means any of these could be fucking cum sock filled at any moment in time.
What? Yeah, probably.
Ugh.
Well, think about it. You probably threw some fucking cum-filled socks into your parents' fucking wash.
Yeah, that's what humans do. Your own washer and shit.
Disgusting. Fucking gross. Oh.
Yeah, man.
Fucking the next person that does laundry after you are like, man, my clothes, did I put chlorine in this tub? What is going on?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not fucking
Disgusting.
doing that at this fucking laundry.
Your dog smells the bed and like, nah, I'm good, bro. You have to give me another bed, a brand new one. I know what the smell comes from. I've seen you.
I've seen you whip that thing out.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm just like nasty. Like I don't want to touch any of the inside of these washers too. It's probably a cum monster gonna touch me or something.
It reaches out and shit like a fucking Venom suit. It's like,
Yeah. So hey,
it's like,
join us.
Ugh.
What? Yeah, it's disgusting.
All right,
So I wash
would
her
you-
stuff.
would you take on a Venom suit if you got all of Venom's powers? You know, all of his powers. You got the strength, you got regeneration, you got the crazy tongue thing that it's got. You got, what does Venom have? Venom's got all kinds of shit. You can make anything with
Yeah,
his
you can make
hands,
anything with his
web
hands.
shooting. You can fucking
Big dick
fly around.
energy.
All of that, right? But the Venom suit has to be made out of jizz.
That's disgusting. No, I don't want it. It's just moving.
It's a jizz suit, dog. It's just,
That means you have nut on your fucking dick. Disgusting.
not just on your dick, dog. It's
It's
on your
trying to-
face too.
Yeah, but that's gross. But it's just trying to go into your fucking pee hole and shit. Just like disgusting. No.
All right, continue your story.
So after her stuff is done washing, I find a dryer. I dry it, and I put that shit on the hottest heat humanly possible.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking, oh, burn off
Kill the germs, right?
That's
I hear you. I hear you.
And then after it got done drying, like in 40 minutes, I'm like, nah, not good enough, homie. I did it again. Really kill everything.
Okay.
And then these two just got a blowjob over here.
What the fuck that dude's doing?
I might be doing Uber Eats. So after that, I was like, yeah, I guess it's pretty clean. But I'm not going back there anymore. I want no cum monster getting me.
I mean, I think it's just in your head, man. I think that's you projecting because you feel
But
like
anybody could do any.
that.
It's just not fucking cum. It could be somebody have a fucking blood-filled shirt in there, and I just fucking throw my clothes in. Disgusting. If somebody just fucking got done throwing up because they want to lose weight and it's all over their clothes, they fucking put it in there.
Fuck. But I mean, isn't the washer? I mean, in theory, if the washer is supposed to be washing and it does a good job of washing, wouldn't it wash the tub as it's washing the clothes?
No, I don't think that's how it works.
No, it's just all right. Well, fair enough. Fair enough.
Fucking just dog shit over somebody's fucking clothes or something.
Gross.
What if they're using those fucking old school diapers that weren't
Ugh.
the cloth ones?
Oh.
Exactly.
Disgusting.
Exactly.
He's like the one that you wash and clean. How does that even work, dog? Like you're telling me you put like diapers. I don't, I'm like, we should ask the boys. Maybe they use like those diapers. But it's like you're using cloth, right, as a diaper. And when they shit on it, you have to go wash those things out. So like, I mean, are you running those through like a garden hose first or how are you cleaning those?
I don't know.
Are you throwing those just in a laundry machine and saying fuck it?
I guess.
Like just with everything on, like
exactly.
Like you wipe it down first.
I don't know.
How does that even work?
I don't know.
Can you imagine like a giant clump of just a little baby shit, just and it smells. You just smell.
Yeah, and then I throw my fucking shirt in there. Then I take it out and it smells like fucking shit. I'm like, what's going on there? Disgusting.
Your favorite shirt smells like fucking fresh Gerber baby shit.
Yeah. It smells like fucking peas and carrots.
You're just like put shit on them.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Yeah.
No hard pass.
When you came back, did your dog smell the bed? He's like, what the fuck, bro?
No, she was all mad because it was all fucking clean.
She was like, dude, I didn't want this to smell like shit. I have better smell senses than you do.
I was like, get your ass over there. You're going to love it.
Poor little dog. Poor little Cloud's like, fuck. Now my bed smells like jizz.
Oh, I mean, mine.
You're like, mine already does.
Mine does. So many fluids on that bed. You should just
Gross.
throw it away. Which I think I might want your help next week.
Great. I gotta order a hazmat suit now from fucking Amazon. What are we doing?
I think we're going to move the couch out.
To where?
To the trash.
Why?
Because I don't think I need it. It's taking up too much space.
What are you gonna do in the living room?
Fuck. What do you think?
Jesus. On the fucking floor?
On the floor, like a fucking... I already fucked on the couch, so make sure you wear gloves.
Oh, fucking disgusting. I'm gonna fucking get there with the full hazmat suit. Full fucking hazmat suit, face shield, N95 mask.
Like a little breathing device.
Fucking long sleeves. Fucking everything is going to be stuff that I can just throw away after I'm done using it.
You got that little breathing device that fucking blows air into your
Yeah,
fucking thing?
man. Fuck that.
Yeah, so...
But, I mean, what are you going to do with the living room?
I had a table in there before, so I'm going to put the table back in there.
And then what?
That's it.
What about chairs?
Well, obviously,
You're like, I'll
chairs.
squat. You're like, I'll just squat the whole time. It's fine.
Those Japs do it. I can do it too.
Fuck. All these complaint emails can go to thecaptain@mondayshangout.org.
mondayshangout.com. If you got questions, comments, leave it there, please.
I fucking still have my seatbelt on. Anyways.
I told you because that woman was driving. Smart. Smart man.
Yeah, man. So what are you going to... you can just throw it in the dumpster?
I'm going to throw it right in the dumpster.
Fuck. Oh, you're really living that life now, huh?
I'm all about that life, son. So, yeah.
Well, Put it up on Craigslist. Like $15.
Like, what?
May have DNA on it.
It's
May
like-
not.
Yeah, they're like, why is there so much dog hair? And what's this giant white spot right here?
You're like, that's
I'm like,
yogurt.
no, that wasn't me. That's not mine.
That's yogurt.
That's not my nut. That's my lady friend's.
Gross.
She almost drowned, so yeah, she squirted her.
Did you know that was a thing?
That was the thing. Science. Number one science podcast.
Hang out to listen to Monday's Hangout. We'll teach you some things.
Yeah, I'll teach you a few things.
All right. Well, I guess I'll help you. Just remind me.
I don't know if I'm going to sleep on it. Fuck, bitch.
That's so reactive. That chick turned off her headlights, and you were all quick about it.
Fucking lights are brighter than my fucking future. Jesus.
Oh man. Anyways, yeah, just let me know.
That's what they saw when
Get your jizz-filled fucking couch out of your room.
That's what they saw when they dropped the bomb.
Oh, like so bright.
It's so bright. Actually, all right, we're going to Captain's
Fuck,
Conspiracy
there
Corner.
you go. I knew you were gonna bring this shit up. I knew you were gonna fucking bring this shit up.
We got a few things to talk about, Captain's Conspiracy
Okay.
Corner.
Go ahead. Bring up your
All
bullshit
right.
ass fucking. This is why I think you need a fucking hobby that isn't you watching these fucking videos. But go
I
ahead.
have a ton of hobbies.
You don't have enough good hobbies. How about that?
They're all questionable at best hobbies.
Yeah,
but they are
exactly.
hobbies. I mean, playing Zelda's pretty fucking. Dude, I fuck around so much on there. I still haven't done the main story. I'm just fucking around doing stuff. Me and my group of hooligans are just going around just terrorizing the fucking little trolls and shit.
Are you playing with people online or what?
No, after you defeat a dungeon, like the friend that helps you out, the person in the story that helps you out, you get like a copy of them. And then they pop out to help you. So you just like, if you're going somewhere, they're like right behind you. So I got 3 of them, right? And I don't even do the main story now. I'm just fucking roaming around. We find fucking villagers that need help. And we're like, yeah, we'll get that for you. Or, hey, these trolls are terrorizing us. Can you kill him? I'm like, yeah, we can do that. And then I just find them, set fire to everything, kill everything. Mission done. Then do some exploring. Then I see something shiny over there. Turns out to be Godzilla's friend. I'm like, yo, I don't know if I'm strong enough for that yet. And then I try to fight it, and it kills me. So I go back to hunting trolls again.
Okay.
Good times. All right, so ready? Captain's Conspiracy Corner.
All right, let's go.
All right, which one you want? You want the kind of funny one or the not really funny one?
Oh, let's go with the not really funny one.
So people are saying, man,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you knew this.
And people are, online or what?
People online, of
All right.
course.
You
are
just
online.
and the Starbucks just sitting there hearing you.
I don't know what those people talk about. I've been to Starbucks a few times this week. People just have full-on conversations there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that happens
I'm
all
like,
the time.
Why?
Remember when we used to go do the podcast and there's guys giving like fucking legal advice and shit like next to us? I was like, does this guy know what he's talking about?
Oh, I went to shout out to Kai. Kai's old Starbucks over there.
Yeah.
Dude, they redid that whole Starbucks. It's super fucking nice in there.
Like they just remodeled it?
Yeah, remodeled the whole thing.
Hmm.
So, people are saying, because if you didn't know, because also I found out this week, a lot of people don't know their history very well. It's almost like they just, 1, didn't teach it, or 2, you didn't pay attention, or 3, you're probably doing drugs in the corner.
This generation, probably all 3.
Yeah. So, they dropped some atomic bombs in Japan, right?
Right.
Back in the day. But now some people are saying that didn't happen. That it's fake.
So, like, what about all the damage and the generations of people, the radiation and shit? And
All of that, all the damage are from firebombs that the U.S. did drop over there. And the podcast I was just listening to did say that they dropped a lot of firebombs, and the firebombs were really intense heat, and it did melt a lot of stuff. Because, back in the day, Japan was just made of paper. I don't know if you knew that.
shit. But, like, isn't there areas that people still can't, like, live in because of
No, you can live
radiation?
there right now.
Can you?
Yeah.
The radiation doesn't linger like a
No, I
nuclear
guess
power
they said
plant?
their
Half-life?
half-life wasn't that long, so you can live there now.
Can you imagine? You get up and shit and your dick's, like, fucking glowing green. You're like, what the fuck is going on? You're like, oh, that's right. I live by Hiroshima.
Yeah, so they're saying that shit didn't happen. Dude had some convincing evidence too. By evidence, I mean random speculation about it too. I'm like, hey, you know what? Some of that kind of sounds like it checks out.
Once again, further proof you need a better hobby.
You gotta keep all your options open, man, of what you believe.
What else you got? What was this the not funny one? Oh, my phone finally gave out.
Oh no, you're a hoe now.
It's
Hope
over.
you left your location on so your boyfriend can find you.
What the fuck? Shit. Oh, and then my watch is like, hey, your phone's off.
Hey, disconnected.
Somebody stole
You
it.
can still send text messages through your phone
I
or
don't
through
think
your
you
watch.
can. Oh shit, son! I hit 10,000 steps today. Your boy
is
going, man. You know that's what happens. You got to go to Home Depot 3 fucking times for fucking parts.
Only 5,000 of those were steps. The rest were fucking.
The rest is just
Stroking.
And then about 2,000 is like that American Psycho scene where it's just like on the mirror and he's like, yeah, that's how it would look like.
Jesus.
I got to make sure I'm in the right pose.
But yeah, so they're saying that didn't happen, man. So what do you think about that?
I think you need to fucking stop watching that shit. Like that video I sent you about Arizona and how hot it gets.
That was stupid.
That's the kind of shit that I think you watch all day.
Nah.
I'm like, I need to give you like
just
Hooked on Phonics or like
right.
like fucking
Have you seen that
Rosetta
video?
Stone or some shit. Something productive.
I actually ordered in Spanish the other day. It's very impressive. Like have you seen that video of where they dropped the bomb? Not over there in Japan. They're testing the bomb and it's like footage inside like a house, and the house explodes and shit, and outside of it. Like I'm sure if you've seen it, you would know. But they're saying like that footage is like fake too, and like that, like it was all like miniatures, and like the explosion was like a real tiny explosion, but they used like a miniature set to make it look like the damage was way bigger.
I mean, look, man, this just goes back to that debate of like, how much do you really know? Right? Like, unless you're going out there and doing the research or, you know, whatever, you got to accept a certain level of similar knowledge.
I mean, yeah.
Like, I don't know what it looks like when you split a fucking cell. And I've never
you
done
get
it.
imperfect cell.
Shit. Like, you get the ugly cell.
You get the ugly one.
But, like, my point is, like, you don't know what it looks like, but you and I have a reference of it because we've seen it in textbooks.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I'm never going to split a fucking cell to have real, true proof of that. In certain levels of it, you got to just accept certain things. Like, I accept that if I give this fucking place some money, they're going to let me see fucking a movie or play whatever the fuck, bowling or whatever. Y'all got to accept some, you know, certain truths.
Yeah, so...
What is the other one? What's the
other
funny
the more
one?
funny one is, have you seen the footage of that lady on the plane?
No.
You haven't seen that footage?
Of a lady on a plane?
The lady's on the plane, right? And she was going to, I don't know, buttfuck Egypt or somewhere. I don't know where she was going.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Common travel destination.
Yeah. That's where DoorDash took me the other day, to buttfuck Egypt. I was like, why? But anyway.
You're like, for 2 tacos from Jack in the Box.
Pretty much. It's crazy what people order. They're like, I need a Jamba Juice and a fucking pizza. I'm like, oh.
Somebody's high. It's weed. That's a weed thing, dude. They're probably just like, man, I love Jamba Juice, but I also love pizza. I should have both of them.
I'll pour it on the pizza.
Yeah, it's just fucking
I'll dip it in the
shit.
pizza like it's ranch.
Yeah, it's fucking high people shit, man.
So she's on the plane, and then she gets startled by something she's seen. She sees, and she's like, that person isn't real over there. That person isn't real.
Uh-huh.
And then everybody's looking, and it's like, what person? She's like, that person isn't a real person. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's not a real person.
Uh-huh.
So
I have seen this, by the way.
Yeah.
And the reason why I thought I don't know what the fuck I was watching, because I had never seen it before. And somebody changed the screen, and I guess the person filming her, she's like, that's not a real person, right? And they move it over, and it's the fucking demon from fucking...
Oh, yeah, I sent you that.
Yeah, from Death Note.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's a deep reference.
Yeah, so...
That's such a good anime, too, by the way.
That's up there.
It was good. I watched that, and I was like, wow.
It's probably number 2 right after Attack on Titan.
Oh, my number 2, but it's up there.
Based on, like, not, like, fucking anime actual powers, or anything? Just like straight
Good
like,
writing. Yeah, it's just good writing. Yeah, it's just good writing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm fucking such a Naruto dick writer right now because like the philosophical themes within Naruto are so fucking good, just so good. But it's a hard payoff. You need to commit 800 episodes in for you to get that fucking nut at the end. You know what I'm saying? It's like you found you're like gonna. It's like this girl you meet and she's like, I am gonna give you the best orgasm of your life. And you're like, oh, this is gonna be fucking sweet. But in order for you to get the best nut you've ever had, you got to make her come like 16 times. And until you reach that point, you can't get the best you've ever had.
I am like
So
that
you
in
gotta,
like a month.
You gotta work it out, man, and that's what Naruto is. But like Attack on Titan and Death Note, it's like you get in there quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, she said she saw something strange on the plane, man. So what do you think?
I mean, I think people eat a lot of fucking illegal drugs now, and then they get on fucking planes because they're trying to deal with the stress of it, and then she just pops off in their heads.
It could be. I
think Joey Diaz met that girl right before she got on the plane. She had a little anxiety about flying. Joey Diaz like, here, cocksucker, take a couple of these, cocksucker. And then she just took them, and then they really hit in the middle of the plane. And all of a sudden, she's seeing, like, I don't know, Dormammu and shit in the middle of the plane.
That's how she was acting. She was like, hey, it's something that person is not real.
Yeah. I think it happens,
man. Maybe she was just high as shit. Maybe she really saw something.
Or maybe, to reference back on the podcast, what if she's into public fucking and doing shit, right? And she met this dude who, like, rocked her world. Or maybe he face fucked her a little too hard and hit the dome a little bit. You know, the brain rattled like a concussion. And when she got into the plane, she had a little bit of concussion. She was seeing things.
That could be possible, too.
I'm just saying, man. It could be anything.
It could be anything. That is true.
So what they do, get rid of her?
No, so she got off the plane. And then I think they had to stop the plane from taking off. And they postponed it for like 2 hours. But then...
Fuck. I'd be pissed.
But then everybody got back on the plane and the plane took off. No further ghost sightings.
I'd be pissed, man. And I hear right now traveling is a motherfucker.
That's
like,
what I hear.
I hear people get like delayed flights. They're getting canceled flights. Like, I know a person at work that their flight was delayed like 90 minutes plus. I'd heard of a family member who went to Nicaragua right now or something like that, and his fucking flight was delayed days.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So it's just like, dude, traveling right now is a motherfucker. And everybody's traveling right now because it's, you know, summertime, vacations and such. It's crazy.
And then, yeah, man, so there's that story. So she might have seen an alien, might have seen a ghost, or she could have been just high as shit.
Could be any of those, to be honest with you.
All right, and one more story I got, because we're deep in the Captain's Conspiracy
balls
Corner.
deep in Captain's Conspiracy.
C.
Captain's Conspiracy Corner.
Yeah, not Harry Cejudo, fuck him. Captain's Conspiracy Corner is the real triple C.
Captain's Conspiracy Corner.
That's right. So
continue.
I, like you've previously
Damn,
had a stroke right there.
I was gonna say.
Sorry,
I need to kick you out of the car and I'll drive back home.
Oh, by the way, how were your drinks?
They were dog shit. Those drinks are dog shit. I can't believe I paid as much as I did for those drinks. They were terrible, dog. They were like fucking high C juice.
High C juice.
I was like, wow, great. I got some sugar in me. Lovely. I could have just eaten an orange and it would have been just as good. Fucking dog shit drinks. This is why I stick to heavy liquor only.
So you gotta stick to heavy liquor only, man.
They were like $9 a drink. You know that, right?
What?
Yeah, dog. I was like, this is bullshit. My chicken tendies were better.
Wow.
And that was pigeon meat.
So that was possible rat.
One of them did have a curly area. Might have been the tail.
It's probably the spine.
Oh.
Some vertebrae.
That was crunchy.
So there's this dude, right? I don't know his name. I forget it. It's fucking Eric. Anyways, he's an explorer. He likes going hiking, right?
Nice.
Good times, right?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. So one time on his hikes out in, I think...
Like he fucked an alien.
Wow, no, that's aggressive.
I thought that's where you were going.
That's my other corner. Captain's fuck story corner.
You're like, I've always wanted to fuck a green woman. What? Like with, like, paint? No, like an alien.
I'm knocking out all the colors.
Oh,
It's my bingo card.
before I die,
Before I
green
die,
woman.
Green woman. It's a wild card.
I need to find me an alien.
I
need to find me an alien, boy.
almost
A green one.
Almost got bingo. Just need that green one.
I don't want that silver one from Mars. I want the green species.
The red one was hard to get.
I want the green species.
So this dude's out hiking, right?
Yeah.
Hiking around. And then one day he finds a cave, because that's what he normally finds. He finds like abandoned caves and mine shafts out in the desert of
When
Las
you go
Vegas.
explore it, why not?
Yeah. So sometimes he goes in there, which
Mistake.
you can't pay me enough to go into a fucking
Nope.
abandoned mine
Nope.
shaft.
Nope.
If something's
Nope.
haunted, it's probably the fucking abandoned mine shaft.
Not even.
And not only could it be haunted, if you go in there, that shit's fucking highly unstable. Fucking just walk
Yeah,
in
that was
there
my
and you're gonna
point.
fall down.
Yeah, not just that. Like, what if a wall collapses?
Yeah.
Nobody will ever
No,
find
they'll
you.
never fucking find you.
Nobody will ever
And
find
if
you.
it just collapses and maybe you're only buried up to your waist and you can't move, freaking die a slow, painful death.
Fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
That's
man.
why that movie was so good. That, what is it, 48 Hours or whatever it was?
Oh, yeah.
The Franco movie? Where he was
Franco.
not just Franco,
Yeah,
right?
James Franco.
James Franco. Where he has to, like, it's that story about that one
Yeah,
dude,
where
the
he's
real
just-
story, but that fucking dude got stuck in between a rock and a wall. Such a crazy fucking, thing.
Yeah, it's almost like he did it for publicity or something.
And he had to chop his fucking hand off or
Yeah,
something.
with a fucking spaghetti knife.
Fuck.
Well, the ones you give the kids, it's just plastic. Just that. That's
Jeez,
all he
man.
had.
Fuck that movie. Fuck being in that position. Jesus.
So that's what this guy did. He would like explore the mines and just go hiking and shit. So one day he says he found a cave, and he said the entrance was shaped like an M. So I don't know. Take that however you want.
Magneto's.
Yeah, Magneto's
Fucking
that,
cave,
right? That's what
right?
I thought. So the fucking nerd in me was like, "You feeling where Magneto lives? In
It's
the
fucking
desert?"
hideout, man.
So he goes in there and he says it felt real weird. He says also when you went in there, he felt like a whole like a humming through his body. He felt like a noise like coming out of it. He said it gave him a real weird feeling. So he's like, "Nah, bro, I ain't doing this right now." So he left, and then he was alive. Yay, he's alive. So then he went on his YouTube channel. He's like, "Yeah, I found this cave, and it made me feel real weird, but it felt real spooky." And he's like, "I've been doing this for a long time. Nothing's ever made me feel that way, right? I never seen no aliens, no ghosts out here, none of that shit. But this cave, fucking made me feel real weird." And so people are like, "Nah, you're bullshitting. You're bullshitting." He's like, "Fine, I'll go find it again." So he tries to go find it again. He can't find it. He's like, "This is weird. I can't find it." He's like, "Oh well." But then people on YouTube kept pressuring him, and they're like, "Hey, we don't believe you." He's like, "All right, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go find it." And so on his next try to go find it, he never comes back.
Oh. He fucked up.
Yeah. So, story goes, a few different versions of the story. Some people say he found it again, and it's probably like a fucking military base, and they probably shot him. Because it is Las Vegas, so. The strange humming he heard was probably like the fucking radioactive waste that they fucking were holding out there.
Jeez.
Something like that. And then, of course, people are like, "Oh, well, that cave you found was probably full of aliens or something." I'm like, that's a little bit of a stretch, but, I mean, it is the middle of the desert.
It's a logical choice. It's
Yeah.
like, yep, it's the
Yeah,
cave's gotta have
it
aliens
must be that
in it.
aliens.
Gots to.
Yeah, and then the other one was saying that he was suicidal. His like girlfriend was like, "Oh yeah, he's suicidal," so he just went out there and wanted to die out there in the desert. And then more of his friends were like, "No, he wasn't suicidal. He was planning to come back. Like he brought a bunch of food with him." So there's a story of that guy. So most people would say that he found the cave and it was probably a government thing, and he didn't know he was trespassing. They probably shot him.
But is this like another one of these conspiracy plate things like you fucking
No,
watch?
it's an actual missing person story.
It's like it isn't like the fucking Blair Witch Project?
No. It's an actual
They're
missing
like,
person
oh,
story.
found footage.
No found footage of him. That's
Like,
the last time
He's in the fucking cave with the camera pointed up his nose. He's like,
no.
I'm scared, guys. I feel the vibrations getting stronger.
No, it's it's an actual missing person story.
That's
They
crazy.
just never found him again. But
fuck that, man.
most people are like, no, they probably found the cave again, and it was probably a fucking military thing, and they just shot him. Because I don't know if you knew this, most army bases don't really, and most government high-ranking government places, they don't really ask questions before they shoot you.
They just
kind of shoot you.
pew pew.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man. All that shit, climbing into fucking old caves, climbing into old abandoned mines. Fuck that. It is incredibly dangerous. If something like there is some old rickety ass wood that's keeping some of those, structures in place, and eventually after 20 years of just wood sitting there and getting beat up by the elements, it's just gonna fucking shatter, and you're gonna be there, and the fucking thing shatters and it collapses on you or closes the door. How much battery life you got to have light? You know what I mean?
Enough.
Can you get enough to open up a wall or open up a space for you to get out? Fuck that. And then the other option is to like go deeper into the cave and see if you can find a way out some other way.
Yeah, then you keep going on there, you find the Morlocks and shit.
Fucking find something.
Yeah.
You never know.
Exactly.
Fuck that.
That's so out of all the stories I told you, that's probably the most realistic one. This dude got lost in this cave, and like I don't know, caves are fucking crazy.
Fuck that.
So, but he's definitely dead, unless aliens did abduct him. But I don't think so. I think he's
Well, right now
dead.
the government probably took him, and then he's part of the new Weapon X project.
He might be.
It's fucking Sabretooth right now. You're like, what the fuck?
Could be, man. So there you go, Captain's Conspiracy Corner. Take it how you want. Yeah, man.
What would you do if one day you're like watching your adult videos and that dude pops up? He's like the main actor.
Be like, wow, you really left your girlfriend, huh? Sweet.
You're like he just faked his own death so he can restart over with a whole new job and career. He's like, I've always wanted to be a pornographic actor.
Just slinging this 12-inch dick around.
Pornographic movie actor? Is that what it would be?
Yeah.
What do you put in your resume?
Adult film star.
Adult film star. Good point.
Hey, man.
You're like, check out my CV. You're like, what? It's a fancy resume. Shows all the videos I've been on. Oh, you've been on Backdoor Sluts 42. I'm like, yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
I carried scenes 4, 7, and 13. As a reoccurring neighbor.
Also had the most females in one scene was 5.
Can you imagine those fucking debaucherous resumes? Like, oh, what have you known for? Oh, fucking, I'm the what is that porn award? What is that porn award?
Oh, yeah. That was the AVNs?
Yeah, I think you're right. It's like the AVN's deepest throat. I'm like, what? 2023? Like, do you add that to your resume? You're like, deepest throat 2023 by AVN?
Can put down a whole 12-inch fucking hot dog, no problem. That's how they measure that. They just tie 2 hot dogs together and just shove it down there.
Like, if Kobayashi could do it, you can do it.
Nasty.
Gross.
Nasty.
Well, I think that's the podcast, man. We'll end it with Captain's Conspiracy Corner.
That's right.
We need like a logo for these things.
Shit.
And then we need like Captain's Conspiracy Corner. We need the history according to Captain. What else we had last time?
Once I get money, I'm going to do it. It's going to be me high-fiving an alien with the Mothman in the back.
What is up with you and the fucking Mothman? You got a fucking thing for Mothman.
It's funny because the Mothman is like a really big one that people know. All the perverts know because they fucking gave him like a 6-pack and fucking just a big-ass dick.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, man.
Where did they give him a giant
I told you, the
dick?
perverts who look for fucking... Because there's, those people who are like into, supernatural stuff like that. And they're like, oh, man, it might be a Mothman. Cool. But then, of course, like always, there's the sub-level of that, of perverts who are like, Mothman's cool as a terrorizing big-ass moth. But what if he had a 6-pack and a dick to fuck women with in my fan fiction story?
It's like those weirdos that love the Bigfoot. stuff.
Yep, just like that.
I didn't think that was a big deal, a big thing until I heard about it. It's like there is a subsect of people that really want the idea of fucking Bigfoot fucking a chick.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
That's how Mothman is too, man. Mothman has a statue in somewhere.
He's got it. What do you mean?
Because that's like a real case that, I mean, he's not a real case, but I guess they say he caused like a car accident or something. And they say, oh, the Mothman did it. Oh, a bridge collapse back east somewhere. So they built a fucking little monument to him. They're like, oh, watch out for this guy.
That is fucking weird.
Yeah.
They give him a 6-pack?
No, he looks like a normal person. Or not a person. He looks like a big moth with like arms and legs.
And a dick. You're like in a big cock.
Big ass cock. It's all veiny. You seen a fire hydrant like that?
Sometimes he has a hard time floating around with that giant
That's
hog.
why he has to flap so hard.
Jeez.
No, because I guess he showed up and people were like, oh man, when he shows up, that means like something bad's going to happen. And so I guess they took it as, and like the next day a bridge collapsed. So they took it as that he was warning them. So he's like their hero. I don't know. Fucking people back east are
so the Mothman represents like the common man or some shit, or what is it?
Just like he's like a bad omen or something like that.
So random.
Yeah, it's a weird story.
Those people need fucking hobbies.
Yeah, but also that Mothman's probably not a real thing because owls are an actual thing over there in that part of the country. And what they describe as the Mothman, actually an owl. So.
I thought it was human size.
It is, but I think they have like great horned owls over there.
Well, how big are fucking great horned owls?
Fucking pretty big, dog.
Like human size?
They're pretty big. I think they're as big as that fire hydrant. They're pretty fucking big.
I would Google it, but you know.
Look, man, now you know how it feels to be a hoe.
Next episode, we'll Google it.
I'm going to ask all my hoes, hey, what do you do when your phone is off?
I should have brought a power bank or some shit
That's
with me.
what they say. Or they always say, hey, do you have a charger? I'm like, yes, I have my charger.
Yeah, you can't use it, though.
You know, if you want to use it, zip.
You're going to have to work for it first.
Work for it.
It's electricity and free.
Yeah. Charge me up, and I'll charge you up.
Shit.
I know. Also, look at the moon.
It's crazy looking. Well, that's the podcast, man. We did a solid 107-ish today.
That's right.
Not bad. Not
That's
bad.
what I do.
Well, that's it.
I give them 107 on the rag, you know what I'm saying?
Do you?
Yeah.
That's good for you.
A minute and 7 seconds. That's the best time of their lives.
You're like, that's how they get their number one.
They will be just quaking in their boots.
I got nothing for that.
And then after that, that's when I go for at least 2 hours.
There you go, man.
Got to get the first one out.
Got to get the first one. That's the easy one.
Easy one.
The next one's like, you got to work for it.
The next one, you got
That's when you got to go up to your lady friend and be like, how bad do you want it?
Listen, I just took 4 blue chews.
You're going to learn today.
I'm as hard as a baseball bat in fucking winter.
Remember you being mouthy last week? Come here. Let me show you a little something. Let me show you why. You're going to learn today.
I'm as hard as 2 15-pound bowling balls right now.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's right. Get ready.
You're like, I think the fucking seam is ripping over now.
Yeah.
The fucking center seam.
You're going to feel like a Build-A-Bear in a few minutes.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. If you don't know that reference, you gotta go watch somebody build a bear.
Fucking, you're so violent with that thing.
Yeah, man, aggressive.
I got my sister 2 of them last year for her birthday. She's just fucking working at that. I'm like, yeah, work that, you dirty bitch.
You're like looking at her like, yeah. I'm into this.
Mm.
You're like recording it. You're like, why are you recording this?
Yeah.
It's a gift. I gotta.
Yeah, I want to do the whole process. Can you do it a little slower now?
Slow it down a little bit.
Say,
now faster.
Say, Big Papa Smurf.
Now slap the bear in the face.
Can you, hey, random quick, can you spit on the bear? Spit right in his face and say, oh, you disgust me.
Fuck. Oh shit, that's the podcast.
Hey, do you have like a tiny belt that you can, like, I don't know, let's say you use it for its pants, but it can also be used for choking. The bear, of course.
So, like, I want to be able to hold the strap
Yeah.
while you're shoving the pipe
Yeah.
in there.
Do you have any rope?
Fuck.
Do you have toy ceiling fans? I don't know. Just fucking
The
tie them
captain
up.
getting crazy up in the cribby.
I want to. Do you have a Kung Fu bear? Because, he died by choking.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about Kung Fu, man.
Shout out to Kung Fu.
Jesus. Well, that's it. That's this week's podcast. Comments, questions. What are we? Are we on the new...
We're not
Thingamabobbers?
on Threads yet. I was thinking about it.
I was calling it Meta, but that's not right.
It's called Threads. That's such a fucking random name.
Shitty name, shitty logo. That guy's just trying to get in the market, man.
That dude's not. Speaking of people who aren't real, I don't think he's real.
I think he's a robot.
He's 100% real, but he came back from the future. He had to. I don't think he's real at all.
I think that's weird. But anyways, well, we'll eventually be on the Threads. I think you talked about doing it. So right now, follow us on... tell them all the shit.
You can follow me on Instagram. Mondays Hangout. Of course, simple. And then we already said the email at Mondays Hangout. gmail.com. Oh, wait. That's the old one. It's mondaysmailsack at gmail.com.
Jesus Christ.
My bad. Forgot we had two of them.
All right, I guess we do. Well, that's it.
One was for booking the hookers so we can ask them questions. And then one is for actual legitimate business stuff.
Yeah. Go send it to the legitimate business stuff.
Yeah, legitimate business.
We don't check
Mondays
the hooker one
Mailsack.
anymore.
No, we burned that one. mondaysmailsack at gmail.com. And all your questions and comments. And tell your friends to listen. I found a bunch of stickers, so I'm just going to slap them on shit I see.
You found the stickers?
I found some, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Use them up, dog. I don't have any
I'm
more.
going to slap some right there. Right there. Wherever we do the podcast, bam.
Just
right
throw
there.
one. And if you find one, take a picture of it and send it to
Yeah,
us.
take a picture.
At us, and then we'll see what we do. Maybe
I'll
we
send
give
you
you a
some
better
Pokemon
sticker.
cards.
There you go.
I love it.
That's it. We'll talk to you guys in 2 weeks.